Was the guy on the minigun drunk? Because he couldn't aim at all.
Yeah, and we actually restarted the checkpoint
Yeah, it
because it was right at the beginning of it, and it happened again. Because some games, the computers are actually, they do different things, which is kind of cool, but obviously it doesn't, so, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, glitches. Like, have you really encountered that many glitches?
Slightly. There are a couple glitches. They've patched quite a few, actually, recently. One called Martyrdom, actually, and it's basically where you take the javelin, and I don't know how to do it, and
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, and right before you die, you, like, push R2 and do all this stuff, and basically a huge explosion goes around you, and for some reason the other guy dies. They fixed that.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Well, I mean, do you have anything else that you really want to talk about? In my opinion, because you've been talking for a while, just in my opinion, I didn't get a chance to play it online or split screen even.
Yeah.
But the single player campaign, I mean, you said it's only a couple hours long. That, if you ask me, that's way too short. It might be really good, and the plot might be really good, but I really wish it was longer.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes length isn't all that good, but in this case, the game is good itself. The graphics are not satisfying, but they are in fact better than the last game.
Yeah,
supposedly most games are.
Yeah, we actually have to comment about another game too. If you ask me though about the graphics, like, I love the shadow graphics.
Oh yes.
And I thought the graphics were really good actually, but like they weren't as good as I felt they should have been.
Well, you actually might be thinking of the realism of the game. The realism is actually really good, like reality.
Yeah, like the way physics and like the reactions of people and stuff.
Like for instance, if there's a tire just rolling wrong, you're just checking out this tire, and there's some kind of obstacle blocking it, the tire will stop. Most games, it does not do that.
Yeah, and it will stop in a pretty realistic way. Like, it won't just like randomly be like going like 5 miles an hour, hit something, you go. Psh.
Yeah,
that's like me.
Or when you go in shade or a shadowy place, your gun and everything else that you can see turns shadowy, and a lot of games actually don't do that.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised by that, because it doesn't seem like it should be that hard to make something look shadowy.
Yeah.
But, so that's pretty good. Overall, I felt it was actually... I'm just going to tell the reviewers right now, I'm not that big of a fan of first-person shooters, actually.
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean, like, Killzone 2... I mean, I know a good first-person shooter when I see it. Like, I mean, I enjoyed Halo Combat Evolved. I enjoyed Killzone, but I didn't like them as much as a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So actually, I'll let you have like the first word on this one. Like, what would you rate? And these are gonna be some numbers. Like, what would you rate like the graphics out of 10?
Well, it depends. Would you like a 1 out out of 100 or just 1 through 10?
Just 1 through 10.
I'd give it, including the whole game, I'd give it about a 9.5. I know that's kind of high.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm a huge fan of Call of Duty, so I mean, if it's just a normal person, then I'd give it maybe an 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, you really checked out the detail, and yeah, okay. Story. What do you think of the story? I never liked the story pretty much.
Well, what did you think of the story with an hour that you played?
Well, I kind of want to let you go first, because then it's going to be like, you have your review scores and then mine, and, you know.
Why do I always have to go first?
No, because, man, you're the guest. You're new. Oh, well, whatever.
I had to give you props for that one. All right. So basically, the storyline is actually, I was actually pretty satisfied. I have a little tradition. Whenever I get a game, I always play the campaign, if there is one, and I always want to beat it. I was actually very shocked at the campaign. It got me so many times. And the thing I like about Call of Duty is that even though you're the main character, you can die, and you don't see it coming. I love that so much.
Seriously, like that one mission. I mean, I don't want to give it away because it was a really good surprise. It was really well done. I don't want to give it away. But that one mission, it's just like, hey, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, it was it was like all of a sudden, it surprised you.
I mean, that'd be like if I pulled a gun out of nowhere and went like...
It gets even more thrilling, actually.
Yeah, I didn't get
halfway through the game. Yeah, I mean, that was just a first glimpse. I mean, it just gets huge.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that was the first real wow moment in the game for me. And like I said, I don't even like first-person shooters that much. So, done graphics, story, the multiplayer. I think you already gave a score. Multiplayer, like a number score.
Oh, I have not really. I keep forgetting, but if anyone could actually comment below and tell me or tell us if this glitch works. I honestly don't think it does. It is a glitch that is very unknown, slightly known though, but anyways, I'm not going to get myself carried away. Basically, when you get care package, you have this little thing in your hand, like the smoke grenade or whatever. You can run like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think you told me about that. Like you saw a guy doing that.
I didn't see him doing it. I saw a video of the guy doing it, and I do not know if they got it patched.
Or if they you saw a video.
Yes.
They could have just sped up the video.
Probably. I mean, the guy was just moving normally. It wasn't. I could tell. I was looking at everything because it seems like someone just.
You know the game better than I do, so I'll take your word for it. Let me see. So, graphics, just overall gameplay and fun factor. What would you say? Like a score out of 10. Again.
Well, I mean, the game can actually get very frustrating due to the lag, and especially the undedicated servers.
Yeah, I mean mostly offline though, because like the online, that's more of a complaint for the online section.
Yeah.
I mean, like the offline gameplay, the controls, all that much fun it was.
The controls are actually pretty comfortable. They're pretty much I believe they're the exact same thing as throughout the whole Call of Duty series. I'm pretty sure they are.
They've been good the whole time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for the graphics, I'm actually gonna go with your lowest score of 8.5 out of 10, because like they're definitely good. They're like an upper group of graphics, but I mean,
nowhere near Uncharted 2.
No. In fact, I mean even against Killzone 2, which is in the same genre, it's first-person shooter.
Yeah.
I mean Killzone 2 just had amazing graphics, so.
But Killzone 2 didn't have very good realism though, so you have to kind of even them out.
It's sci-fi, but the thing is, for the graphics, for just the appearance of the game, I really have to say Modern Warfare 2 gets like an 8.5 out of 10.
All right, that's respectable.
The story, man, I actually agreed. Like the story really got me, which is surprising. First-person shooters normally don't have that good of a story, so I'm gonna say, because if you ask me, like a 10 it would be like the best story ever. So basically, like the best story for a first-person shooter would be like a 10. I'm not gonna give it a 10 quite
because it's also really short.
Yeah. I would give it a 9.5, but it's just so short. I'm gonna think I'm gonna bump it down to like a 9 actually. 9 out of 10.
That's cool.
And let me see. Just like online, I didn't get a chance to do so. No score for that.
Yep.
And overall for the game, again, I just don't like first-person shooters all that much. Like the gameplay for me is, I don't know, something about the gameplay of every first-person shooter. It's just the nature of the type of game. I don't enjoy it as much. I mean, I still enjoy it, but not as much, you know?
It might be because of a lot of people think of it as it's very repetitive in a way.
In a way.
Run, shoot, die.
Get
run,
reborn.
Shoot, die. Reborn, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Respawn.
Hide, get your health back.
Or get kill streaks. It's pretty much just that. But, I mean, you got to be into that kind of stuff. Which a lot of people are, actually.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, I just don't like first-person shooter gameplay that much.
Mm-hmm.
Although here, I actually enjoyed it for the most part. I'd say gameplay and fun factor for me was actually, again, about 8.5 out of 10.
Awesome.
So
that's pretty much what everyone rates, actually.
Yeah.
Around then. I mean, I'm a huge Call of Duty fan, so...
So you'd probably think it was higher, like a 9 or 9.5. Yeah. So overall, what score would you give the game overall out of 10?
I give it a... I'm going to go with a 9.
9.
Yeah.
So that's actually kind of funny. You know, because I don't normally like first-person shooters that much, but we gave it the same rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I expected to not like it as much as you.
It brought it down mainly because the campaign was great, but it's not definitely my favorite. My favorite campaign from all the Call of Duties is Call of Duty 1. Surprisingly, many people don't like that campaign. I actually love it. It's long. You got 4 different factors that you're playing as. Mostly because it's long.
Because it's long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Halo 1's campaign was super long for me, at least.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I know. I actually thought it was too long.
I didn't even play that much, but I could tell it's a long one.
It's a super long campaign for first-person shooter. I don't know how many hours I took, but it was still really long. So anyway, that about wraps it up for Modern Warfare 2, right?
Pretty much.
Any closing things? We talked about the guy on the roof. I think we're about done. Mm-hmm. So we actually agree on the score here, about 9 out of 10.
Yep.
Yep.